All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of IT Reviews. My name is Ethan, and to my right I have
Taracha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And today we are discussing something really interesting. One of the biggest launches of the year is always the Apple launch,
Yeah.
especially the iPhone series launch. So we're going to talk about the iPhone 18 Pro. We talked about the 18 Ultra, and today we're going to be talking about the iPhone 18 Pro.
Cool.
All right. So this phone has been really getting a lot of there's a lot of updates on this phone.
Yeah.
There's a lot of suspected updates on this phone, and my gosh, I can't wait to talk about this. I think I've told you this while we were preparing for this, that I'm actually excited about this phone.
Yeah.
But I actually want to say I think I'm excited about what this year has in store.
Yeah.
for
In
us.
general.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, as you've mentioned, companies are really upping the game when it comes to like performance, user experience, and just generally the user experience of the phones. So I'm really looking forward to some of the surprises that are coming. I know we spoke last week about Samsung. I know this is an iPhone video, but I think the privacy on Samsung is just
It's very easy. It's good.
it's good, and I think they might be actually setting the standard for it might be a thing moving forward. So we'll just wait to see.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
The iPhone actually has a couple of updates, which I'm actually interested what kind of reaction it's gonna have.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and talk about this. All right, we're gonna start with the design. Now the
Yeah.
phone has had just a few adjustments in design. We're still having the same camera bump. We're still having the same camera bump that was there, the almost rectangular with a curved.
Yeah.
The three camera setup, but we're not gonna delve deeper into that because we're gonna talk about that ahead. It's amazing, an amazing update that they've done to the cameras.
Yeah.
What's interesting and what I kind of had a problem with the previous model is now the glass, the back glass, and the aluminum chassis is gonna have kind of like a neutral feel. You're not gonna have like a two-tone type phone. So the back glass and the metal chassis is going to have almost like a color, same very close shade, to the extent that you will not be able to like have a dual tone.
They're sort of going for uniformity because I think there's some people who complained about it was a bold move going with the two-tone, and guys were saying it looks very industrial. So I think they're moving away from that right now. Yeah.
So it's gonna have a seamless, streamlined color feel. Where the two blend. When it comes to color, nothing has been confirmed. There are a couple of colors that they are prototyping, but it's safe to say that we're gonna have. What's the usual color? Is it like black? Not black. No. On the Pro, it's normally like a rose gold. Yeah. But it's safe to say that the rose gold is gonna be there.
Okay.
But they are actually prototyping different colors to have on this phone. So in terms of design, there's not much that is changing, especially in the outside. But when we get to the display, things are changing there.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think we'll just segue to the display. So one of the things to keep in mind is the display remains pretty much the same. There's a 6.3-inch screen and the 6.9. However, the top, it's getting an update. So Apple seems to be moving away from the dynamic island in favor of like a single hole punch camera. And it's suspected that it'll be moving away from the center of the screen to the left.
The left side of it.
Some people are saying they're sort of copying Android there.
Yeah.
But actually, what seems to be happening is they're going to be packing a lot into the device, and they need to create space for what they're adding into the device. I know there's the Face ID sensors will now be placed fully below the screen, and this tech is known as the spliced micro transparent glass, and this allows infrared rays to pass through the glass without being distorted. So these particular sensors will seem to be put at the center of the device, so the camera will need to move to the side to create space for it.
Yeah. I mean, with everything that they're really trying, I remember watching this, I think sometime last year, and they were talking about the goal for Apple is to make the screen seamless, like the display to have no notch at all. So you have just a bare screen. And I think this is their direction towards that, moving the. I don't know how you guys feel about this, because it's it's a left, like they've literally taken a left there, and they've moved the camera all the way from the center to the left. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I don't know how. Have you ever thought about it? Will you be looking at the phone more to the left when you're taking a selfie, or I wonder.
Yeah, because you'll need to look straight in the camera or something.
Yeah,
so
I wonder. I don't think it's possible, because I mean it's a small screen, but like anyway, we're gonna see.
But I guess it's similar to like when maybe you're taking a selfie in like landscape, you sort of look to where the camera is.
Yeah.
So with it being, or maybe it's sort of like a teleprompter, it's off center, but it's not that noticeable.
Yeah.
Because the screen is smaller, but we'll wait and see.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a good move. I think it's a nice, good move. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with the dynamic island, because that was also a game changer type of move when it happened.
Yeah.
So I wonder, the suspicions are it's off. Other suspicions are it still remains, but it's going to be more on the left. So I'm kind of curious of how it's going to look like. What's the development in the software level of this?
We'll just have to wait and see once they launch. Yeah.
This is actually exciting. I think for me, this was very exciting, because like phones are really coming out strong. First, we have the privacy display with the
Samsung.
With the Flex Magic OLED panel.
display.
Yes. And then now we have this tech where the infrared rays go through undistorted.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna see the Face ID. That's cool.
That's definitely
really cool.
Yeah. So I know we've just seen a few renders online, so we'll just wait for the launch and
see what's up.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I mean, as more information comes out, we're gonna definitely let you guys know.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of the camera,
yes,
of course, we've talked about the camera being moved more to the left.
Yeah.
Now, the iPhone 18 Pro is going to take on a 24 megapixel sensor on the front camera. Yes, it's going to move to the left, but the new sensor now is going to be at 24 megapixel, which means you're going to have more detail.
Yeah.
More detail on your selfie camera. This, without saying, is exciting. I don't know, like we were saying, I think phones are really doing the most.
They are doing the most, because I know we haven't gotten to the highlight feature of the camera, but dude, I feel like cameras are getting to a point where, or rather phone cameras are getting to a point where you can do quite a lot with the phone. Already being able to shoot in log is game changing. Shooting Pro, like the Pro, what do they call it? The Pro RAW files, and then in log. Apple introduced OpenGate, and there's something we're going to speak about just in a short while. So, man, phones are just so powerful.
Yeah.
And I think this is just me speculating, as we've been seeing different, like change in trends in content online with the whole vertical, what are they calling them? Vertical dramas.
It's like a vertical movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, you would need expensive gear to shoot these. Like with a decent phone, you can definitely push it to the limit and create some fantastic content. I've been seeing even some of these big production houses are now contracting creators. Right now, all you need is a phone, a script, and your creativity. And who knows, your show could get played at some of these big production houses. But anyway, I digress. Just making the point that, man, cameras are becoming, or rather phone cameras are becoming really, really impressive.
And it's wonderful. I mean, it's good to see it. And also, thank God, not at the expense of our pocket. I mean, things are remaining the same.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So now at the back, we're going to have the 3-camera system as per usual. But this is the one.
Drum roll.
But I'm not going to take this away from you guys. Actually, let me just talk about it. The main camera, which is a wide camera, is going to have a variable aperture camera. What this means, ladies and gentlemen, is that you're going to be able to change your focal length. You're going to know the size of your
aperture.
That's the word I was looking for.
So for those guys who are not familiar with focal length aperture, what does that mean?
So aperture is kind of like, think about it like the pupil. or the pupil, depending from where.
in your eye. Yeah.
So how it works is, like when you wake up at night and you switch on the light quickly, you kind of like struggle because your pupil hasn't opened up well enough to receive the light. It's still, actually it's too wide. Sorry, it's wide. It's too wide.
Dilated,
so it's accepting in a lot of light than it's supposed to. So that's kind of what happens with the camera. So the aperture is made smaller. You can when you have control of the aperture, you can, during low light, you can actually open your aperture wider. You can control how much, and now it's no longer automatic. Because you see, normally when you're using your phone, that's automatic. So it will always peak. It will always, when you're in bright light, it will always just close. Yeah. But then you can decide this time. You can decide, do I want it wide? So if you do like a 2.8, okay, so how it works, sorry, I'm getting into technicalities of camera.
Go for it, man.
So when you do like a 2.8, you have a lot of light coming into. So 2.8, the aperture is wider.
Yeah.
The bigger the number, the smaller the
aperture.
The aperture.
Yeah.
Or the size of that hole. So at 2.8, a lot of light is coming in, meaning your sensor is receiving a lot of light. So then you have more detail in your images.
Yeah.
You have better quality images. You have bokeh.
Yeah.
You know how the thing that we've been using software to achieve in every single photo.
Yeah.
And then we're always like, oh, the edges look so fake. Now,
yeah,
you don't even need to worry about that because it will be all natural. Sorry, guys, for talking so much about this.
No. But it's something we're passionate about because you're a photographer and seeing this coming to a phone, like having manual control of an aperture is powerful.
Yeah.
Pair that with the camera controls already on the device, Yeah.
And this is not like on the software level.
Yeah.
This is also on hardware level.
Yeah.
And here's the interesting thing. So what is actually even helping this is a 3-layer sensor. A 3-layer sensor. And you want to guess who has partnered with Apple to develop this sensor?
I know.
It's your buddies, man.
Yeah.
It's your
Samsung. Exactly.
It's very ironic, but it actually is. But these are the people who are going to be developing the 3-layer. It's a 3-layer sensor.
Yeah.
Meaning,
just sorry to cut you short.
Yeah.
This is the first sensor of its kind, right? If I'm not wrong. So Samsung actually creating this, and it will be in the iPhone 18 Pro. I wonder whether it will come to the S26.
And
maybe not.
I don't think so. According to the information we've received,
not yet.
Not yet.
Interesting.
Yeah. But I think with Samsung, they're more on the software level of, especially when you go into the Pro feature.
Yeah.
It's more on the software level.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but it would be interesting to maybe the S27 have variable
aperture. I can bet you that's coming to a couple of phones in 2028.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think so, like even the Oppo and Hasselblad, I think once they see this happening, I cannot imagine what they'll be able to do on those phones.
We need to confirm which other phone. There's actually another phone that actually has this tech.
Yeah.
But we'll definitely put it up and share with you guys.
Exactly.
So this means it's going to reduce noise.
Yeah.
It's going to increase response and improve the dynamic range. This is now with a 3-layer sensor.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be better quality.
Definitely.
The camera, another thing that is being brought to the camera that is going to make some of you happy is the button, the camera, the side button on the.
They were calling it the camera control, I think.
Yes, the camera control touch button is now going to be an actual button. It's no longer going to be a touch sensitive and pressure sensitive button, and so that means and they're going to make it simpler. So it's going to be simpler. Now it's going to be mostly used for either launching the camera or taking a photo.
Yeah.
Now you're no longer going to, because a lot of people have not been using it, by the way, to like change the aperture, to change the hue and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's becoming a bit simpler, which is a good thing.
Plus, I think it's also a cost-cutting move for them.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Instead of baking in all those features into that button, they can deploy the resources elsewhere.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah,
as you can see, this topic for me is kind of like...
No. I get you. You're passionate about it because you're...
Camera, man.
I know.
Like, Maze, we're really pushing. We're really like pushing. But I really wonder whether, I mean, the camera tech is way ahead.
Yeah.
But still, this is...
Yeah. It's a nice touch.
It's a
really nice touch. And I think Apple are going to eat with this one for sure. Yeah.
for sure.
Cool.
I mean, I can't wait to see the kind of content they create with this, especially during their launch. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be sick. Yeah, and be tuned, man. I'm sure we'll live stream that launch once it happens, and feel free to join us for our watch along. They're normally fun. Thanks for those who already joined. If you haven't joined us yet, we'll put up details and you can join us for the watch along. Let's have a blast as we watch the launch together.
All right, cool. So apart from, of course, the camera, they have also bumped up connectivity.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, definitely. So the iPhone 18, I know we spoke about it in our previous video, but their goal here is to make it a fully fledged satellite phone. Because I know they've been hinting on like satellite texts, calls, I think, as well in the past. But they hadn't really, they kept saying coming soon, or rather we'll start billing soon and stuff like that. But their end goal was actually to make it a fully fledged satellite phone. And the missing piece was actually satellite internet. So one of the things to keep in mind is that they're bringing around the satellite internet, which will definitely be a charged service. And something else around connectivity is that they will have a new C2 network chip. I know in the previous model, there was the C1 chip. And
which was not as good
definitely
in comparison to its competitors. So it's a good thing to see them kind of like, in fact, what they're saying is that the C1 was not even up to par with the previous models. Like probably the 17, the 17 Pro and stuff like that. So now you're going to have better connectivity with this modem. And it's also on the Ultra. So
yeah, definitely improvements from Apple there on their connectivity. Cool. I think we'll segue next to performance, Ethan. What have you been seeing about the performance of this device?
I mean, as per usual, a new chip is on the way.
Yeah.
But this is just not any other chip. Like Apple this time is actually really doing something.
Nice.
For a second there, I considered that I might actually pick up an iPhone 18.
Like for real?
Yeah, I actually did. Because, I mean, with everything they have, if just the rumors so far for me are like really, like what has been leaked is crazy. So the 20, I mean, this chip is not, this chip, I don't know how I want to see, what I'm trying to say is I want to see how it will compare to the performance of the S26 Ultra.
Yeah.
But, of course, the iPhone 18 Pro model and series is going to come with a new A20 chip. It's going to be Apple's first 2 nanometer chip.
Nice.
Basically, this is a better performing chip.
Yeah.
They have been able to, what's the word? It's coming, then it's going.
As you're looking for the word, one of the things I've noticed is that it increases power and efficiency in a major way as well.
Yeah. It's definitely going to increase that in a major way.
Yeah.
And what they're saying is that it's also going to help now the experience of AI on Apple.
I saw that.
Finally, Apple is going to have a better experience. As we talk about AI, I mean, we've already talked about this in our previous video.
Yeah.
But we now know that Gemini and
Google Gemini is going to power Siri.
You're not serious.
Yeah, I am serious.
You're serious.
Yeah, we're very serious.
Are you seeing what's happening, by the way? It's something that just hit me right now.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, guys. I'm not hating, by the way. But you see what's happening. What I'm realizing is Apple has gone to Samsung for their new sensor.
Yeah.
And has now gone to Google for AI.
Yeah. Well, if you can't beat them, I guess
join them.
Yeah, and leverage their tech to improve yours. Because there's certain things Apple does well, there's certain things Google does well, and Samsung does well. So if you can get into a partnership, that's fantastic. But one thing to note about like the Siri upgrades is this is gonna definitely improve the user experience when you're using Siri, and especially like in the agentic AI mode, because sometimes Siri doesn't have access to like your Google Calendar and that suite of
like just a
products.
personal touch.
Exactly.
It felt more like a Google search,
Yeah.
less than a Gemini.
Yeah. So definitely that's going to improve. And one thing to note is that Apple is going to be paying Google $1 billion per year to use Gemini. So yeah, Google is going to be making big bank from them, and just consolidating their, I don't know whether the word to use is power or control on mobile AI. So yeah.
And you know what, by the way, this is maybe this is why I'm more open to having an iPhone.
Okay. Oh yeah, because of Gem. I see. Are you gonna jump ship, or you'll have both, like an iPhone and a Pixel?
I would.
Okay.
I think I would.
Yeah.
But guys, let me tell you something. As much as whatever these collaborations and whatnot, and Apple is developing a really brilliant phone. Phone. This 18, for me, I'm just like, I know my wife wanted to update to the 17. I think I'm gonna tell her to wait for the 18. Yeah. Because this is actually a huge jump. The chip, I can promise you guys, this chip is, it's amazing. It's just going through the technicalities. I mean, I can't say them offhand at the moment, but the technical terms and what they're going to achieve, this phone is going to be a brilliant phone. The new design, I'm actually really curious of how it's going to be. Cameras. And not only that, it's going to be a thicker phone. So that means there's a possibility that they are going to increase the battery capacity.
Yeah.
Now, it is actually, we've already mentioned that the chip is going to help with power efficiency. Actually, it was being said to up to like 20%, 20% on power, and it was 15% on power, better than the 17 or the previous model, and 30% on efficiency. So I'm just like, that's on software.
Yeah.
That's like on. Can you imagine now with a bigger battery? Yeah. It might not be like the 6,500 milliamperes and stuff like that. But guys, I'm stoked for this one. Like I know I say I'm stoked for a lot of things, but I'm definitely stoked for this one. Yeah. It's going to be something else. This year is going to be heavy on competition.
Yeah, definitely. And I'll definitely be looking forward to the smartphone awards at the end of the year, just to see which phones have actually taken the cup, or rather the trophy, when it comes to just the different categories. So the iPhone will definitely be one to watch for sure.
My goodness, guys, I gotta tell you this.
Ethan's excited, guys. I've never seen him this excited for an iPhone.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So I'm like, okay.
This is there.
Apple are really cooking this year.
They're really cooking.
Cool. Yeah. Now that we've talked through what to expect on the iPhone 18 Pro, Ethan, tell us when are the release dates for?
So we definitely mentioned this in the previous videos. We have mentioned, and we're just going to reiterate that they are not going to be releasing the whole series this year. They're going to do the 18 Pro, the 18 Pro Max, and the 18 Ultra in September, and then the 18E, the 18
Air 2?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Or is it the iPhone Air 2?
iPhone Air 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're going to be releasing those the following year, which is 2028, early 2020.
2027.
2027, guys. Yo.
Are you missing a year somewhere?
I don't know why I thought we're in 2027.
No. Next year.
Yeah, so in 2027. Yeah. So that's how it's going to be. That's when we're going to have the releases. And it's a very interesting move, especially splitting them up.
Yeah.
It's actually a very interesting move. I think one of the things I'm realizing is that now tech companies, especially phone tech companies, are making this launches like a more of an experience thing. So even separating, which builds brand connectivity, brand ownership. So I can see why, personally, I would be excited to have two experiences of that. So
and also just from a business perspective, you front load your Pro devices and the higher Yeah, like the high spec devices, and then align that with like Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Yeah.
So instead of waiting until the next year to buy sort of like a base model, guys will be like, okay, let me just buy a gift as a pro for something,
let
or
me
a
just
gift
add
for
a few
myself.
chums, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's it for our IT review today. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, share with a friend who would definitely love and enjoy this content. And until the next one, see you guys. Cool.